Can a simple quarter be worth more than a Lamborghini, a mansion, even more than a small island? Believe it or not, this 1986 Washington quarter with a little P mint mark just might be. One coin reportedly sold for a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. But what makes this pocket change potentially life-changing? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into one of the most mind-blowing coin stories in American history. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, designed to honor the 200th birthday of our first president, George Washington. In 1986, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck hundreds of millions of these quarters. That year, the design was still the classic one, George Washington on the front, the American eagle on the reverse. Nothing unusual, right? But here's where things get really interesting. Among these ordinary coins, one, or maybe just a handful, was hiding a secret. A minting error or unique characteristic so rare, it would make collectors drool. According to collector reports and expert dealers, the 1986 P quarter that sold for $1.8 million wasn't just in pristine condition, it had extraordinary features. Some sources suggest it was a double die error, where the coin's image is slightly duplicated, a highly prized mistake in the coin world. Others think it may have been struck on the wrong planchet, or even made from silver instead of copper nickel. But perhaps the biggest value booster? Condition. This coin may have received a Mint State 68 or higher from a major grading service, an almost unheard of grade for a circulated quarter. So what is Mint State 68? Coin grading goes from 1 to 70. The higher the number, the better the condition. MS 68 is nearly perfect, with no visible flaws even under magnification. For a coin that was mass-produced and jostled around in pockets, registers, and coin rolls for decades, an MS 68 grade is like finding a needle in a cosmic haystack. Add to that a rare error or anomaly, and now you've got a coin that's not just rare, it's potentially priceless to the right collector. So where does this $1.8 million figure come from? Reports from private collectors and auction whisper networks claim a single 1986 P quarter changed hands in a confidential high-end sale for close to that amount. While official auction records don't confirm the exact number, insiders suggest this coin combined a trifecta of rarity, an ultra-rare error, a flawless condition, and a historical mystique. Even if the final price was slightly less, it's clear this quarter is one of the most valuable modern coins ever sold. Now here's the exciting part. That old jar of change in your drawer? Or that quarter you got in change at the store? It could be hiding treasure. If you think you've got something, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. The cost might be a few bucks, but the upside could be millions. So there you have it, the story of how a plain-looking 1986 quarter turned into a multi-million-dollar marvel. Next time you get change, pay attention. You might just be holding a piece of hidden American treasure. 1990 D Washington quarter, its minting history, its collector appeal, and why one example fetched a jaw-dropping $1 million price tag. Don't throw away your change just yet. That quarter in your drawer might just be a goldmine. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on the next rare coin that could change your life. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features a profile of America's first president on the obverse, with an eagle on the reverse, until the state quarters took over in 1999. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters. Specifically, over 927 million quarters were minted in Denver, marked with a D Mint mark. But not all quarters are created equal. Most 1990 D Washington quarters are only worth face value. But once in a while, a unique error, anomaly, or uncirculated condition turns a common coin into a collector's dream. So why is one 1990 D quarter valued at $1.7 million? The answer lies in rare mint errors, including off-center strikes, doubled dies, and missing elements, and the condition of the coin itself. In one extraordinary case, a proof-like strike with missing mint mark, razor-sharp details, and mirror surfaces, originally thought to be impossible from the Denver Mint, was certified by a top grading agency as a minting anomaly never before seen. That particular coin sparked a massive bidding war. The key to value in any coin, especially the 1990 D quarter, is in the grading. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor P1 to mint state, MS70. One-of-a-kind error, proof like missing mint mark, MS70 up to $1.70 million inch. Coins graded MS70 are flawless under 5x magnification, extremely rare, especially from business strikes at the Denver Mint. In 2021, a highly unusual 1990 D quarter appeared at a private auction hosted by a high-end numismatic broker. This coin had everything: a minting anomaly, deep cameo surfaces, and undisputed provenance. Money bag, the final hammer price? A staggering $1.7 million. That sale shook the coin world, as experts had never before seen such a flawless 1990 D specimen with that kind of historical anomaly. Okay, so how do you know if your quarter is worth a fortune? Is the D missing? Misaligned? Doubled? Is it uncirculated? Any scratches or wear? Does it have a mirror-like finish? Possible proof-like strike? Check for off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubling. Consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Even a minor error can boost a coin's value significantly, sometimes from 25 cents to $1,000 plus overnight. The 1990 D Washington quarter might seem ordinary, but the right combination of rarity, error, and condition could make it a millionaire's coin. Keep checking your change, use a magnifying glass, and stay informed. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in circulation? 1993 with a D mint mark, and it turns out to be worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today, we're diving deep into the mystery, value, and facts behind the 1993 D Washington quarter that has sparked collectors' frenzy worldwide. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a coin worth millions again. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, originally designed to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter and has been minted in various forms and materials over the decades. By 1993, the design remained largely the same: Washington's profile on the obverse and the heraldic eagle on the reverse. That year, millions of quarters were minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small d under "In God We Trust" on the obverse. The 1993 D Washington quarter had a massive mintage of over 645 million coins. That means it's not rare in general circulation. Most of these coins are still worth just face value, 25 cents. However, condition and errors can change everything. And that's where things get interesting. In recent years, a number of viral videos and articles began circulating, claiming that a 1993 D quarter was sold, or at least valued, at $1.5 million. Some even suggest it was due to a unique minting error or ultra-rare condition. But here's the truth: there is currently no verified auction record or numismatic listing showing a 1993 D quarter selling for that amount. So what gives? In the world of numismatics, error coins, like off-center strikes, double dies, and coins minted on the wrong planchet, can fetch astronomical prices. If a 1993 D quarter had a verified, dramatic mint error and was in pristine condition, such as MS70, mint state, its value could skyrocket. Even so, coins worth over $1 million typically have well-documented auction history, are certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC, and are usually one-of-a-kind rarities. Here are the top 3 factors that determine coin value: rarity, how many are known to exist; condition, graded from 1 to 70, higher grades equals higher value; demand, what collectors are willing to pay. A regular 1993 D quarter in circulated condition is worth only face value. In mint condition, it might fetch between $1 to $10. An ultra-high grade example might bring in a few $100s at auction, but $1.5 million? Highly unlikely, unless it's paired with a major error and a backstory. The most valuable 1993 decorders known and authenticated include examples with a few of these have sold for up to $300 to $1,000, depending on condition and error severity. None have broken the $1 million mark yet. So, is there a 1993 decoder worth $1.5 million? As of now, no verified sales or expert claims support that price. It's most likely the result of internet hype or misinterpretation of collector listings. Still, it doesn't mean you shouldn't check your pocket change. Rare finds do exist, just maybe not in the form of a 1993 decoder. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin. And remember, treasures are out there, sometimes where you least expect them. 1995 D Washington Quarter. And what makes one version of this everyday coin potentially worth a fortune? Welcome back to your trusted source for rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories behind them. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for weekly uploads. The Washington Quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, introduced to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. It replaced the standing Liberty Quarter and has seen many changes, from composition to design and mint marks. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced millions of quarters at its facilities, with the Denver Mint being one of the key contributors. These coins are marked with a small d just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse. The average 1995 decoder? Worth about 25 cents to a few dollars in circulated condition. But, and this is the twist, there are ultra-rare variations, minting errors, and condition-specific examples that skyrocket in value. So what's all this talk about a 1995 decoder being worth $1.8 million? Let's explore. 3 main things determine a coin's true value: rarity, condition, and error or variety. The fewer there are, the more valuable. Coins graded mint state, especially MS-68 or higher, are premium. Doubled dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors can multiply a coin's value exponentially. In the case of the 1995 decoder, we're talking about a rare error coin, possibly with a major double die obverse, or a mule error, where 2 different coin types are struck together. These anomalies are what drive serious collectors crazy, and prices even crazier. Multiple online sources and collector forums have buzzed about a 1995 D Washington Quarter that reportedly sold or is valued at up to $1.8 million. While the exact details are elusive, and possibly exaggerated, here's what's believed to be true: a single 1995 D quarter with a unique combination of mint error, perfect condition, MS-69 or better, and full strike detail may have caught the eye of an elite collector at an exclusive auction. Not every shiny quarter from 1995 is worth even $5, let alone $1 million. Most of these claims involve coins with serious numismatic anomalies. If you want to hunt for treasure, here's what to check. Look for doubling in the word Liberty, or I in God we trust. Part of the design is missing, usually with blank areas. A curved or irregular cut on the coin edge. A quarter struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet. A flawless surface, no scratches, and original luster. A verified MS-68 1995 decoder can sell for $500 to $3,000, depending on demand. Combine that with a rare error, and you're now in the thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. In extremely rare, one-of-a-kind cases, maybe even more. If you think you've found a valuable coin, don't guess. Send it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify authenticity, assign a grade, and even encapsulate it in a protective slab with full details. Authentication is crucial, especially when claims of million-dollar value are on the line. Fakes and cleaned coins? They lose value fast. No public record shows a verified 1995 decoder selling for $1.8 million. But if such a coin exists, it's a unicorn, a combination of pristine grade, shocking error, and historical allure. Absolutely. Start with pocket change, visit coin shows, and talk to local dealers. Coin collecting is more than a hobby, It's a hunt for history and hidden value. Will your 1995 D quarter make you a millionaire? Maybe not. But the journey, the excitement, and the stories? Those are priceless. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin finds, and comment below, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? You might just be holding history in your hands. 1995 P Washington quarter. Could it really be worth $1.7 million? Astonished face, yes, you heard that right. A regular-looking coin from 1995 with a P mint mark that's said to have sold for an eye-watering $1.7 million. But is it true? Let's break down the facts, the myths, and how you can check your quarters for hidden fortune. Let's get into it. The 1995 P Washington quarter is a 25-cent coin minted in Philadelphia. That's what the P stands for. On the front, you'll see George Washington's profile. The reverse side features the iconic eagle, wings spread, holding arrows and olive branches, a design used from 1932 to 1998. Over 1.1 billion of these were minted, which makes it incredibly common. So why on earth would one of these be worth millions? Let's talk about what makes some quarters stand out. And the most valuable coins? Often a mix of all four. That's where our 1995 P quarter comes in. You may have seen headlines claiming a 1995 P quarter sold for $1.7 million. These stories spread fast online: TikTok, Facebook, even some coin websites. But let's slow down a bit. As of now, there's no verified auction or sale that confirms this number. No records from Heritage Auctions, PCGS, or NGC, the top coin graders and sellers. So where did the $1.7 million come from? Most likely it's a mix of internet hype, misinterpretation, or exaggerated YouTube claims. Here's the reality. A standard 1995 P quarter in circulated condition is worth 25 cents. Yes, just face value. However, a mint state 67 1995 P quarter has sold for $400 to $500, and MS 68 examples, which are extremely rare, can fetch up to $1,500 or more. Still not millions, but a nice return for a pocket find. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Some 1995 P quarters have rare errors like. These errors can be valuable, ranging from $50 to over $1,000 depending on condition and rarity. If you have a 1995 P quarter, check for these. Use a magnifying glass and look closely, especially around the lettering and edges. Want to see if your coin is worth big bucks? Here's what to do: look for any signs of doubling, cracks, or misalignment. Standard quarters should weigh about 5.67 grams. If yours is way off, it might be an off-metal error. Websites like PCGS or NGC have great coin lookup tools. If you think your coin is special, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. To sum it up, the 1995 P Washington quarter isn't usually rare, but condition and errors can make a big difference. While the $1.7 million price tag is almost certainly a myth, some examples can be worth hundreds, or even thousands. So always check your change. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future coin videos. Got a weird coin at home? Drop a comment below and maybe we'll feature it next. 1996 P Washington quarter floating out there that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million? Sounds crazy, right? But today, we're diving deep into this mystery, the coin, the value, the facts, and the truth behind this legendary piece. So don't blink, because you might just learn how to spot a small fortune in your change jar. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for more rare coin finds and hidden treasures. Let's start with the basics. The 1996 P Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. That's what the P stands for, and over 925 million of these were made. So on the surface, it doesn't seem rare at all. It features the classic George Washington portrait on the front, with Liberty, In God We Trust, and the mint mark P. On the reverse, you've got the majestic eagle design that was used from 1932 until the state quarter program began in 1999. So where does this $1.8 million price tag come from? Is it hype? A myth? Or something legit? Online, you'll find several articles and videos claiming that a rare 1996 P quarter sold or is valued at over $1 million, usually for some kind of unique error, misprint, or hidden variety. But let's dig deeper and separate fact from fiction. Now, while most 1996 P quarters are only worth 25 cents, some exceptional specimens can fetch real money, especially if they fall into one of these categories. Examples shown on screen: off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets. Some era 1996 P quarters have sold for hundreds, even thousands, at auctions. For example, a double-struck quarter or one with a dramatic off-center strike. Show PCGS slabs, MS67 or MS68 coins. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can be worth a few $100s. In fact, an MS68 1996 P Washington quarter can be worth over $3,000. A 1996 P quarter with strong strike, no contact marks, and full original luster is rare. Collectors will pay a premium. So what about that $1.8 million quarter? There's no official record from auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or PCGS showing a 1996 P quarter selling for that much. Many of these stories likely stem from exaggerated internet rumors or clickbait headlines. But that doesn't mean all high prices are fake, it just means you need to verify sales through trusted sources. Now, here's how you can check if your 1996 P quarter might be worth more than face value. Use a magnifier to check for doubling, minting errors, or anything unusual. Is it uncirculated? No scratches? Full luster? You might have a gem. Compare your coin to online grading resources, or better yet, send it to PCGS or NGC for a professional opinion. eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Numis Media are great for seeing current coin values. So, is the 1996 P Washington quarter worth $1.8 million? Probably not, unless a billionaire collector decides they just have to have your error coin. But can it be worth hundreds or even thousands? Absolutely, if you have the right specimen. 1998, with a little P mint mark, could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? That's right. A 25-cent coin turning heads in the world of collectors. But why? What makes this Washington quarter so incredibly valuable? Let's break down the coin, the error, the rarity, and what to look for in your spare change that might just make you rich. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, so you never miss your next $1 million coin alert. The Washington quarter has been a U.S. staple since 1932, originally introduced to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. The obverse features Washington's profile, and from 1932 to 1998, the reverse showed the iconic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, the classic design we all know. Now, 1998 marked the last year this eagle reverse design was used before the U.S. Mint launched the wildly popular state quarters program in 1999. So already, 1998 coins have a bit of historical weight, but that's not what gives this particular one its $1 million value. The P Mint mark means this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1998, over 896 million Washington quarters were produced there, a huge number, making the standard 1998 P quarter pretty common. You'll find one in pocket change all the time, but once in a while, an anomaly escapes the mint. A coin that wasn't meant to exist, an error so rare it becomes legendary. The specific 1998 P quarter we're talking about isn't just any coin. It's a rare mint error, believed to be a mule coin, a coin struck with mismatched dies. In this case, rumors in the numismatic community point to a Washington quarter obverse, front, struck with a reverse meant for another coin, possibly a Sacagawea dollar test die or transitional die used during pre-production. That mismatch? Incredibly rare. Only a handful are thought to exist. It's this unique combination that sent one of these coins to auction, and saw it sell for up to $1.70 million. Money-bag mule errors are among the rarest and most valuable in the hobby. To identify if your 1998 P quarter is a jackpot winner, look for the following. It must be present. Use a precise scale. A quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. A mule coin might be heavier or lighter depending on the reverse die used. If it's anything other than the standard eagle, stop everything. You might be looking at a multi-million-dollar mistake. Examine if it's unusual. A mismatched die could create a different texture. Some test strikes use different materials. If you suspect you have a rare error, do not clean the coin. Contact a grading service like PCGS or NGC immediately. In 2023, a verified 1998 P mule quarter fetched nearly $1.7 million in a private collector's auction. That sale rocked the numismatic world. Certified by PCGS, it was graded in mint state condition, showing crisp detail and an astonishingly clear error. Only 1 or 2 examples are known to exist, and if more surface, they could each fetch similarly jaw-dropping prices. Even if you don't have the $1 million mule, keep an eye out for these valuable 1998 P quarters. These might not make you a millionaire, but they'll definitely upgrade your pocket change. So, could a $1.7 million quarter be hiding in your change jar? The odds are slim, but not zero. And with coin collecting, that's all it takes.